Good morning, guys. Excuse me. Okay, so as you can see, I'm all dolled up. I tried to put on some makeup this morning. I really hate this light. Y'all, look at this coffee. Good morning, guys. All right, as you can see, I've done my makeup. It is the first day of school, and I am so excited. I have my hair tied up to try to lay my edges. But yeah, anyway, it's the first day of school. First day of my vlogs. I didn't end the last vlog off at all. So I'm gonna do a better job of that. And then I'm gonna explain why a little later on today after school probably. Because I'm going into this school year with a positive mind, and yesterday did not end positively. So I'll explain a little later after I've had my first day of school. I'm going in prayed up, asking God to just lead me and guide me and show me how he wants me to teach his children. It's 6:40. I had planned to go somewhere else this morning, like really quickly, but I'm just gonna head on to school. I'm gonna get some coffee because I need it today. And I don't know. I didn't bring my lunch, so I don't know how today's gonna go. I didn't even have time last night to put anything together. It's gonna all make sense this afternoon. So let's get started. Hi, yes. Can I get a frozen coffee?
What size, ma'am?
Medium. Can I get frozen coffee, mocha, no whipped cream?
So how many coffee?
Just one.
One coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So medium frozen with mocha, okay?
Yes.
Any Chinese donut muffin, ma'am?
No, thank you.
Okay, grab one.
Thank you. All right, hey y'all. This is so much better lighting. It was really dark when I started. However, I just wanted to say this really quickly. My school said that we could be casual today, but it's the first day of school, so I dressed up a little bit. I've had this t-shirt dress. I only call it t-shirt because it's like a v-neck and it's not like structured like a shirt. I've had this for about a year now, and I didn't know how to wear it, and so I finally figured out how to wear it, and I'm really excited. So I think I look really cute. So I'm gonna take a picture and I'll just insert it in the video, or have one of my students like record me or something. I don't know. Somebody record me. I'll show you all later. Hey y'all. So yes, this was the very first day of school, and I know I didn't talk much, I didn't vlog much, but it was a lot going on. And if you are a teacher, you already know we have a lot going on the first day. So I don't know what it is, but it seems like the second grade team is always the last team out of the building. We did not leave that building until probably 8 o'clock. I think what's great about my team this year is that we are really trying to make sure that we are on it. And I know last year it seemed like everybody was doing their own thing and trying to figure it out on their own, and this team, it seems like everybody is trying to figure it out together. And that's one thing I can appreciate, because it's like my question that I have, somebody else may be able to answer it or whatever. Now, I know I told you all I was going to inform you all why I probably wasn't going to have a good day, but let's start off with the good things. I had an amazing first day. It was so great. I had 14 beautiful faces that showed up to my door today, and on my roster I have 17, but 14 showed up. We had a really good time, and one thing that was exciting that I haven't had was on the first day that they actually said they had a lot of fun. And to me personally, I felt like I was giving them a lot of work, because we had a lot of pre-assessments that we gave, a lot of things that we were just trying to get them acclimated to. But they said they enjoyed it. They really liked me as a teacher. They said I was nice, which I just find funny, because I'm like, okay, wait till October and see how nice I am. And I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, because I don't want them, you know, you always hear that, oh, you should be mean on the first day of school. Me personally, that's just not my personality. I cannot be mean. It doesn't come off genuine. And one thing I said this year is I want my students to understand that I am genuine and I genuinely care about them. So, you know, and I felt like my students last year didn't get that from me, because I was trying to be something that I thought I should be, and it wasn't me. So I'm trying to be genuine about it. But I absolutely loved it. I did get to see one of my students, because I know last year a lot of my students in my class had younger siblings in the first grade. One of my students, I absolutely love her. Her brother is in the second grade. He's not in my class, but I got to see her today, and it was just awesome, because she's going to middle school. And I was like, are you excited? She was like, yeah. I could tell she was probably nervous, but it was all good. So I had a really good day. I'm so tired, and I really should probably get in the bed, because it's almost 9:30. But I did want to record this, and I do have some stuff that I have to figure out before tomorrow. Let's see. I took the pictures today with the little board that I bought from Target. It was so cute, and we took a picture, a first day class picture. Excuse me, and I absolutely love it. In every picture, it's like, it's not perfect. In every single shot that the person took, they took like 5 pictures. Somebody is looking somewhere else. They're all giggling, because they're nervous, and they're all shy. They're acting shy. But whatever, I smiled in all of them. But anyway, one thing I noticed that I did not realize, and I don't know why I did not realize it about second grade. I have a couple of babies in my classroom that are really struggling. And I'm being completely honest with you all, because, I mean, it is what it is. I teach in a public education school. I teach public school. So, you know, we don't turn babies away. We take them as they are. However, I feel that it's a disservice to send students to the next grade, and I've always felt like this. It's a disservice to send students to the next grade and continue to pass them along when they are not are not fully equipped. And I'm going to say that for my first year teaching, I taught 3rd grade. And I can truly say that the students that I passed on to the next grade level, were fully ready. And the students that got held back were not. And the only reason they were not ready was because the majority of them were ESOL students, and they had only been in the country, I think, like a year. So they were not, how can I put this? There was no way that they were going to pass a 3rd grade test. They're still, with the ESOL students, they're still getting acclimated to life here. Things that we do are differently. They are really still learning basic sounds in English and recognizing words in English. And in 3rd grade, you're reading to learn and not learning to read. So that's what it's supposed to be. So those students, the ones that I passed, were ready. This year, I absolutely refuse. As the 2nd grade teacher, I refuse to not give my students all that I can and they still are not there, and just send them on. I told them today, if don't nobody else have your back, Miss Pope got your back. And I care for each and every one of y'all from the time that y'all stepped in my door. And even one of the students was like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And all the kids started giggling. But he was like, man, y'all know y'all love y'all teacher. And it was real funny. But I want them to know that I do care about them. But we got to get this work. We got to get this work. And that's just, it is what it is. And especially because my babies are struggling, and not all of them, but we got some work to do. I'll just say it like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, I just refuse to send my students on, and I have not done all that I can, and I cannot show data that says that this is where this child started off. And I got them here. And we need to do something. We cannot send this child on and he or she is not fully supported. So, anyway. But besides that, I had a really good day. I know I got real serious really quickly, but I had a really good day. Like, it was amazing. I love my class. I love my students. They seem really awesome and amazing. And the only thing is, like, these first few weeks are just real weird because nothing is set in stone and you can't really get your groove. And so that's why we were like, man, these 8 o'clock days gotta stop. Like, where we're leaving, we left after the administrators. That's crazy. We have been meeting for about 3 hours trying to figure out our schedule, trying to figure out how we're going to plan, what are we going to do. We did not have enough time to do like a year-long plan or just like a skeleton of a plan, like what we're going to do this year, what are our goals, what do we want to accomplish. We didn't have that, and I wish we did have that time because it's very important, especially because this is my first year of teaching 2nd grade. There's 2 more teachers who I don't think this is their first year. However, they're coming back to 2nd grade. Or this is their first, not first year, but they're coming back to 2nd grade if they have taught it, or this is their first year. So, there's only 2 people who have taught 2nd grade consistently. I'll put it that way. So we're trying to mesh as a group, which I feel like we do a pretty good job, but it's just, it's different. You have to get used to one another. We have to understand what we're teaching and all those things and how it's going to work and be effective, because even though I'm teaching in the primary grades, our students are still tested. They still have benchmark assessments that are given by the state, and when those benchmarks roll out, we have to have taught a certain standard. So we want to just make sure that we're doing what our due diligence, and hopefully our students can perform and do their very best. So that was my first day. Yesterday, my day ended really badly. I've been saying that I'm going to do a video about this, and once I get my videos up, because I have about like 3 videos that are like backlogged. Once I finally get those videos up and I feel comfortable with my editing situation, I probably will do this video. But I have a really bad history with teaching already, and this is only my 3rd year. And I've struggled with anxiety and a lot of other things when it comes to education. And as I was explaining to my mom last night, I'm really passionate about my job. And if you're passionate about something, it becomes personal, no matter what it is. A lot of people are not passionate about their job, so they can separate work from personal. However, it's hard for me to separate work from personal because I put a lot into my job, into my career. Like this whole summer, I spent reading books. I spent it researching, looking up different things, on how to be an effective teacher and different ideas, because I didn't want to walk in day one and not be completely clueless, and not look like I at least attempted to show some kind of growth as a teacher. I went to trainings. Like, even though I got paid for the training, I didn't have to sit through that training. I have yet to have a break. From May 26th, which was the last day of school, I have been working, and I had a summer job where I worked with students, which started May 27th. I've been working, and after I worked, I came home and worked on my classroom library. I came home and read Daily 5. I came home, was looking up my standards. I came home and was trying to put together some organization materials. Like, I have really spent my whole entire summer. The only trip I had was 4th of July, and I went home. I went back to Tennessee. I have yet to go to a beach or anything, whereas some teachers, they went to Jamaica, they went to Florida, they went to all these different places. I haven't had opportunity to do so. So, I mean, it's been different for me. So, and the only reason I did that is because I am young and I'm single. I don't have any children. So I feel that if I can perfect my craft now, when I get my family, I won't have to worry about those things. And I feel like I've said this before, but that's the reason why I'm spending my money. That's the reason why I'm reading these books, because once I do get married, once I do have kids, I want to be able to shut it off. I want to be able to come home and thoroughly enjoy my family. I want to be able to use my summer breaks to go on trips with my children and my husband when that does come, speaking into existence. I don't want to spend my entire summer reading and researching and looking things up because I didn't do this before I was partying in my 20s. And I do find time to have fun. This summer I did go out with my friends and all those things, but I want to become a master teacher, and that's my goal. So I went on a tangent. But yesterday, I was in my room and I was trying to finish setting up, and then someone came in and they said that my room was not set up effectively for the children. And you all have seen all the hard work that I've put into it. Needless to say, my room does not look like that at all. And I was really upset. Really upset. Because I have thoroughly thought this out, how I was going to set up my room. And I placed things certain places. My library was torn to shreds because apparently the books are high. And I understand that a lot of those books are probably high. But a lot of them are on second grade level. And I understand what the person was saying about my classroom library and how my classroom library needs to reflect the children that are in my classroom. However, my only issue was when you come in to assist or when you come in to give feedback, I feel that you should recognize and acknowledge what they have done, especially when you can look at it and see that this person has put some thought into it and they have put some work into it. Because the person, I call this person my mentor, and they helped me out last year a lot, and I appreciate this person so much. However, yesterday, it's just something that I did not need, not on the night before the first day of school, because of my past. So, and this video is getting really long, so I'm going to cut it short, but I left feeling really defeated. I asked my team, did you all really see anything wrong with my classroom? And they really were just no, I didn't see anything wrong with it. And I'm looking at their classroom and I'm like, my classroom was very similar to yours. Like, it wasn't similar, but like, our classrooms are fairly small, so I don't really have space to put a center for this. And so the way the classroom is set up now, I mean, it probably will work, but it's a lot of things that I want to get out because that's my classroom, and I just want to take pride in my classroom. And I talked to my mom about it for a long time, and my mom, I'm trying not to cry because I got really emotional. I'm a really emotional person, and like I said, when I get passionate about something, I get emotional. So I talked to my mom for a long time yesterday, and she was just like, say like, you need to get this all out because tomorrow you cannot walk in that classroom and start your year off bad because you've had 2 really bad years and you just can't do it. She was like, I was so excited for you because you seem so excited. And I really, like, you all know, like, I've been really excited about this school year. Like, I've been talking about it all summer. I've probably been getting on my mom's nerves. Like, I've just been really excited to start this school year because I'm just claiming that it's going to be great. I've been praying about it and everything. So it was like I just didn't need that the night before the first day of school. However, one thing that I think that I've truly gained, especially in college, was self-reflection. And I actually got this from someone that was an advisor from one of the organizations that I was a part of. She just was like, y'all really need to self-reflect on everything that you do. And I think that I'm really good at it. And a lot of times I probably blame myself for a lot of things that probably could be put the blame on someone else. But I said that because my mom also said that I probably should have told her, like, well, no, this is how I wanted it. I've been thinking about this all summer, blase, blase. And I just told her, well, Mom, I didn't think it was going to come out professionally, so I didn't say anything at all. Because for me, I'm either at 0 or I'm at 100. And that's something that I'm really working on because I can't do that. I can't go from 0 to 100. There got to be a 50 somewhere in there. But so I said that I was going to talk to the person today, but of course it was just too much. I'm going to talk to the person because I do value their opinion. Like I said, I consider this person my mentor. So I value their opinion and I do want them to still help me. I mean, they kind of have no choice, but I just think there's a certain way, like how we as teachers evaluate our students, and we know there's a certain way we have to approach them. There's a certain way that we have to teach them. I think that's the same way with adults. And I was talking to my teammate who's like a couple years older than me. I think this is her 5th year teaching. People, like, a lot of people do not realize that just like the students, the teachers there's a certain way you can approach certain teachers, and you have to understand that. And I think that comes as an effective coworker and effective administrator. And I think that I have so far, I mean, I'm just now meeting my assistant principals, but my principal, to me, like personally, me, has done a really good job of that. Because like I said the other day, or in my last vlog, she was explaining something that she could read on my face that I did not get it, and she said, "Okay, Miss Pope, I already know. Don't even go there. Don't even overthink it. Don't even overanalyze it." She didn't say all that, but that's what she was saying. I'm going to sit down with you and I'm going to explain. So I could appreciate that, even though, like, some people probably was like, dang, why she call her out like that? I could appreciate the fact that she said that and the fact that she understood that I was confused. I could so appreciate that because I know that she has thought of me as like a student, and she's teaching us something, because essentially that's what they're doing. Our administrators, their coaches, when you go to professional development, they're teaching you something. You have become the student, they are the teachers. So anyway, but today I completely forgot about everything that happened yesterday, and I had a really good day. And I'm really proud of myself because I was able to turn that off and truly begin to build a relationship with my students. Y'all, I love them already, and I already know that I'm gonna have we're gonna have some ups and downs, but my main focus is building a relationship with them and building a bond with them, um, and also making sure that they get everything they need from me as their teacher, and making sure that they learn, that they love to read, that they love to do math. Those are my main focuses this year, and just truly gain a love for school, because I had that love and I want to give that to my students. So this was a really long video segment video. Hopefully I'll get to show you all a little more tomorrow. I mean, we're not doing too much spectacular. I've been all over the place. My Meet the Teacher night was horrible. I had 4 people show up, but that's not why it was horrible. I didn't have everything that I wanted to have. Like, I still haven't given them their first day of school gift because I'm trying to print it out. But, oh, this is what I want to share with y'all. Hold on one second. Okay, y'all. So this past weekend, I went, as you all know, I went to Memphis. In the beginning, or in my last vlog, I told you all I couldn't stay because I was going to Memphis. So I had my laptop because I was trying to do some editing to some videos so I can get these videos out to y'all. Like, I really do apologize. Hopefully y'all get to see these because I am recording, I am doing work, but it's just my computer and my editing, like, space. Anyway, so I ended up leaving my computer charger at my grandparents' house. And I love my grandparents, y'all. They are such grandparents. I asked my grandfather to send it to me, and so he was like, okay, we're gonna put it in the mail tomorrow morning. This was Sunday night, so y'all, they put it in the mail on Monday morning. Keep in mind, I am the only grandchild. I am my grandmother's only grandchild. My grandfather has 3 other grandchildren, but I'm the youngest. So I'm the baby and I'm the only child, and that's exactly how it is to my mom and my dad. I'm my mom's only child, my dad's youngest. So anyway, can you say spoiled? Anyway, but y'all, this was not all that my grandparents sent me. I opened the package. My grandmother already told me that she put, like, she said a house dress, but this is actually kind of cute. So she put this, like, and I can only show you with one hand because I'm holding my phone, but there's like dress in there, and I haven't tried it on. The only thing I may not like about it is the fact that it's got this embroider flower stuff on it, but I actually kind of like it. She's like, if you don't like it, just send it back. But, and I knew about that, but I'm looking, I'm like, what else is there? So before I left, my grandfather gave me, like, you know, those like push lights. He gave me 3 of them. So I was going to do the whole voice level thing, but I decided against it. I'm probably going to put them up in my room somewhere, though. My grandfather also sent me these the LED light switches. Now, the last time, before this time, I went, he sent me these. So I'm trying to figure out, why did he send me more? What am I going to do with this stuff? Put him in my classroom, I guess. I know, I think her name is Brianna. I think I finally figured out her name. But Brianna, on putting forth effort, instead of the push lights, I think she's using these switches for her voice levels. I saw somebody do that. But I just thought that was so funny and so cute. Y'all, I love my grandparents to death. Because they're so cute. They've been married for over 50 years. And anything that I ask them, they'll do for me. And I think that's solely because I've done what they asked for me to do, was to go to school, graduate high school, go to college, get a degree, get a job. The only thing now is manage your money. But I'm still working on that, granddaddy. I'm still working. Anyway, so I'm going to, because it's now, 9:48. I'm going to try to print off my tags for my bubbles from their gifts and sign up for HP Instant Ink because I don't think I signed up correctly. And finish these address labels so I can send off the rest of my cards, because I mean, it's kind of already the first week, but I still want my students to receive their welcome little card in the mail. I'm sure they'll still be excited. They're so sweet. Anyway, all right, let me get to work. Y'all, I absolutely hate this light, but it is overcast here, and actually it's raining. Yesterday it was overcast, so today's day 2. I'm excited. I like a lot of the preparation I did, I can't see, like my forehead is so shiny. Wow, like it's okay. Let's step back. All right, so I did some preparation for like the first week of school with my morning messages and stuff, and I can't find it, and I'm a little frustrated. I was not about to do it last night because I didn't get home till 9 o'clock. And I'm really tired, so I'm about to go get some coffee, even though I'm only supposed to be drinking coffee 2 times a day. But I have not had soda, so that's my like trade-off. Anyway, I didn't have any water prepared. Like, my house looks a hot mess right now because I've been at work all day long, and I haven't had time to like get my house back together. So like my life is chaotic right now because school is all over the place. Like my job is all over the place right now because it's the first days of school, and then my car is a hot mess. I still have stuff in here for my classroom, but I can't take it in there because I don't know where it's gonna go. And my house is chaotic. I will never take a trip right before school starts ever again. And yeah, it's 6:50. I really need to go because I don't want to be late walking in there and I'm chaotic. So yeah, I'm gonna go. All right, hey guys, it is the end of the day. We have made it through day 2. I still have a lot of things that I have to complete, so I'm about to do some of those things. I really wish I could find my zip ties because my students have already been moving my desk around and it's driving me insane. I'm just walking around my classroom. I'm trying to we had to test our students on this new like phonics program called IDI, and I realized that this is a really good resource. You see all the junk? What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Okay. It's a really good resource in my opinion. It's very similar to OG from what I've gathered, like how we test them, and it's going to be very, very beneficial. Well, it's going to be very beneficial when I get ready to put my students in groups. Because as I'm testing them, I'm already seeing, oh, you're going to need help with this, you're going to need help with that, and just different things. Let me turn that up. Sorry, I'm just looking around my classroom at all the things I need to do. Gotta move some stuff. Anyway, so I'm gonna get started on some work. We were supposed to plan, but we spent half of our planning, not half, all of our planning, trying to figure out how to use the lesson plan template. So I need to figure that out and straighten up before I leave. I'm trying to leave a little earlier today than I did yesterday so I can go home and actually relax. All right, guys, get started. All right, y'all, as you see, I had pulled my hair back because I did a little work in my classroom. First thing, I'm gonna turn my camera around so you can. First thing I did was hang those up so I can hang my student work, so I have nowhere to hang it. And then I put up all of my IB things. So I really didn't want to put them here because I was going to put some anchor charts and stuff here, but that's okay. I still got to do this, but I'm not going to do it. And then I also got my work. Sorry, I also got my work stuff together. So, I had to clean up, so that's what took me so long. Now, I'm about to put my shoes on, and I'm going to, and I'm going to get my stuff and go. I've kind of straightened up, got some things prepared for tomorrow. Oh, that doesn't go in there. I try to just kind of get everything set up and put together. I'm still trying to get used to my classroom setup because, like I told you all, I didn't put it this way. I'm trying to let loose and just accept it because I don't feel like moving it, especially in the middle of the year. But if I don't like it, I probably end up moving it. I'm waiting for one piece of furniture to come in, which is my kidney table, and then I'm going to see where I want to put things. Also, I'm trying to see how my students act. My arms are hurting. Trying to see how my students act so that because one thing, if you can see this right here, this shelf back here is sticking out, and one thing I said, I don't want my students to hide. So I don't think I'll ever be like at the front of the classroom while my students are at the library, but it's like if I'm standing in this corner, I can't see anything going on back there. I don't like it because of my past experiences, and I think I said it in my setup vlog, but like I told you all, somebody else set my classroom up because they said it wasn't efficient for the students. So whatever. I'll try to make it more open for the students. And then I never wanted this. Like, if you see this, I never wanted this. So we'll see how that goes. But trying to get used to it because this is leaving. Once I find, like, once everything calms down and the custodian and our schedules are like the same, I'm getting rid of half of these desks that I have in my classroom. So anyway, it's 6:30, so I'm gonna go because I'm the only one on the hallway. They all left early because we've been staying really late. So I had to stay late because my classroom is just still not set up how I want it. Like, my boards have nothing on them. So I'm going to be here, probably not gonna stay tomorrow, but we'll see. All right, guys, see you later. You know it's crazy when you are the only person in the parking lot. Everybody is tired of this. All right, good morning, guys. Today is day 3 of back to school, or the school year. It is August 3rd. I am running late, like real late. I have 30 minutes before I'm going to be late, and it takes me about 20 minutes to get to work. So let's just get going. It's Friday. I'm so excited because it's the weekend and I can actually rest. I'm really tired. It was really hard for me to get up this morning, but it's Friday. Hey guys, so it is now my planning, and this is the only planning that I get like to myself because the whole team doesn't have the same planning time. So I am trying to finish up some things to put up in my classroom. We do AR in my school, so I'm cutting out these letters to put outside my door for my students who are doing really well on AR. Also, I have to go laminate some stuff so I can put up my objective board and all this stuff. I'm trying to kind of plan for next week. I don't know necessarily what to do. Our plans are due Monday morning because it's the first week of school, but next week they'll be due Thursday. So I'm going to try to work on this next week's plans and the week after that, those plans as well, so that I can be ahead of the game. I don't know, because I really have to get my house together. But anyway, this morning went fairly well. I have a lot of students that are just really talkative, and I think they're just real excited. So we're going to go over, we went over our essential agreements again. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, how to get him to understand you can't just blurt out. I might do blurt beans, but I don't know. I finished up some of my IDI testing, and I'll just show you all what we have to do. So because we give, because we're in second grade, we give the students this first set of words, and then we have to input it. This is not somebody's, it just says student 15, but we have to input them into the we have to input it into our database. And so if, say the student knew all of their short, wrong one. Say the student knew all of their short vowels, words. So I'll just press 1, and it shows up green, as you can see. And then that lets me know that, and then this would come up green. So this is their total. So then I would, once they pass, like if all of this is green, then we would scroll down to this part, which are the multi-syllabic, which is the second part. And then we would do the same. But if they didn't know it, then we'll put a 0 if they didn't recognize that word. And we have both real words and nonsense words, as you can see here. Real words and nonsense words. And so this is for 2nd grade. And then if we have students who didn't get it, I'm going to give them this test, which is recognizing letters and letter sounds. And like I said, if they did pass, then they went to part 2, they would go on to the multisyllabic. Okay, y'all. It is now 6:30 and I'm about to go. We just had a meeting because we hadn't really planned. So I stayed. It was just me and 2 other people from our grade level. We stayed and we planned. So we planned for next week. We really only got through math. I don't know why, but planning just takes so much, and I don't know. It just takes a lot, and I'm still going to have to go home and type out everything just for me, so I truly know what to do. But sorry y'all, I'm just real antsy right now. One update. During lunch, our superintendent came to the school, so everybody was on high alert because the superintendent is in the building. Everybody on my team, because our students were actually at lunch, everybody from my team stayed in the cafeteria but mine. And so when I got back to the cafeteria to pick up my students, they were saying, oh well, your students were acting crazy. And I was just like, cool. So I had a talk with my students, and because it's the 2nd time today that I got a bad report, because when they went to specials to creative writing, they got another bad report. And so I was just like, well, in my head, I don't want my students to be that group that constantly get in trouble. That's just not going to be me, because to me that looks like bad classroom management. So I sat there and I told them how disappointed I was and how I was really upset, and we were going to write a reflection on our behavior in the cafeteria. And so so then one of the other 2nd grade teachers who was in the cafeteria came in, and she was just like, they didn't do that bad. I told them, you better be glad that the teacher saved you. So they didn't do their reflection. However, this was the first really pretty day from because Wednesday and Thursday it was raining and it was wet. Today was the first day. It was sunny. As you can see, it's really pretty out. And we didn't get a chance to have recess because we had 2 bad reports. So hopefully on Monday we can pull it together. And because I wasn't there, I couldn't pull out the certain students. So I said Monday. And normally I don't try not to do this, but because it's the first week, I want them to understand that they cannot just go all over the building and be acting crazy. But when they're with me, they act, they live up to my expectations. So I let them know that wherever they go, they are a reflection of me. And so I was very disappointed, and that really made them feel upset. And so I feel kind of bad, but I think they got the point. So so when on Monday, hopefully we can try again. I'm going to talk to them before we have specials. We also have our PBIS session. I don't know how it's done here. I know when I started, keep in mind this, even though this is my 3rd year teaching, this is my 2nd year starting the school year off. This is my 1st year at this school starting this school year off. So it's crazy. So I know last year at the school that I started off with, we had like a big pep rally and they just talked about all of the school expectations and all those things. And here they said they actually take them to each place. So they take them to the cafeteria and they tell them how they should enter into the cafeteria, what is expected of them, this, that, and the third. They take them to the media center, tell them how they should act, this, that, and the third. They take them to the bus lane and tell them how they should behave, this, that, and the third. So I think this will be really interesting. To me, it seems very interactive, as opposed to sitting in the gym and having a big assembly. And to be quite honest, I like it. So we'll see how that goes on Monday morning. It's supposed to be Monday morning from like 8:30 to 10 o'clock. So that is cutting my complete reading block and my specials, because after that I have like an hour and then lunch, and then after lunch I have 2 hours of math. So I mean, it's no time. But it is what it is. I was trying to think of something else that happened today. Overall, this week has just been really good, and I'm just really happy that I'm getting to start the school year off. Our numbers, we didn't have a meeting today, so we don't know our numbers. But yesterday, our numbers went up, thank God, because if our numbers stay low, then we have to lose a teacher and move some teachers around. What I've heard is that 4th grade is pretty much busting at the seams. So is 5th grade, but that's normally how it always goes. It's real interesting how 4th and 5th grade always are busting at the seams, like, because as a 4th and 5th grade teachers, you can have 30 something students in each classroom before you get another teacher. I know when my first year teaching, I, as a 3rd grade teacher, had 27 students. The 5th grade teachers each had over 30. They had like 31, 32 students. That's a lot of bodies sitting in your room, and you're having to maneuver and reach every child. That's a lot. And even then, they didn't get one classroom had a long-term sub for like half of the year. They didn't get a real teacher till like February. I hate to say real teacher, but a permanent teacher, that's the word. A permanent teacher till like February. But anyway, I know it looks like I'm just looking all over the place. That's how I talk, for one. 2, it's such a beautiful day, so I'm going to, and even though I didn't stay in the lunchroom, I went back to my room. I didn't bring my lunch, and because the superintendent was in the building, you know, it's like you can't really go to your car and get anything. I kind of snuck to my car to get some chips. So I just, I'm starving right now, so I'm about to go get some food, especially because I haven't eaten anything all day but like little snacks. Like I didn't even have breakfast, so I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna go get some food. Thank you all for watching my first week of school vlog. Hopefully I can get all of my video. I promise you I've been recording, and it's just been a matter of getting these things off of my phone, because I record on my phone, and edited and uploaded in a timely manner. It's just been a lot, and I know it's partially because of, you know, the whole storage situation with iCloud and all that stuff. So I finally figured it out, and the only thing is I haven't had the opportunity, because I've been trying to get everything set up and settled for my classroom and for school, and trying to understand everything. And I've been, as you can see, I've been getting home at like 8:30, so I haven't even had time. So hopefully this weekend I've actually planned this weekend to get my house together and get my YouTube channel back popping. I really do appreciate all the people who have been sticking with me, all of my new subscribers. I love y'all. Thank you. Hopefully you all stay, even though I've been very inconsistent, but I do appreciate you all. And I hope you come back next week to see what happens in the second week of school. So I'll catch you all later. Bye. Good morning, guys. All right, as you can see, I've done my makeup. It is the first day of school, and I am so excited. I have my hair tied up to try to lay my edges. Woo. But yeah, anyway, it's the first day of school. First day of my vlogs. I didn't end the last vlog off at all. So I'm gonna do a better job of that. And then I'm gonna explain why a little later on today after school probably. Because I'm going into this school year with a positive mind, and yesterday did not end positively. So I'll explain a little later after I've had my first day of school. I'm going in prayed up, asking God to just lead me and guide me and show me how he wants me to teach his children. It's 6:40. I had planned to go somewhere else this morning, like really quickly, but I'm just gonna head on to school. I'm gonna get some coffee because I need it today. And I don't know. I didn't bring my lunch, so I don't know how today's gonna go. I didn't even have time last night to put anything together. It's gonna all make sense this afternoon. So let's get started.